not watching Best Review TV.
What's good, what's good? Who do we have on Best Review TV today?
What's up, y'all? It's DJM.
What's good, what's good? So your name DJM, right? DJM, right?
Not a DJ.
Not DJ,
stands for
yeah.
my initials.
Okay.
I see it as like a poet, author kind of thing. You know, when they're finished with their work, they're signed right at the bottom.
Alright.
So that's why.
Did you go through any other rap names? We got the DJM or was
Yeah, I had a few, bro. I had like Problem Child, shit, D Nice, like way back when I first started. Yeah, but all that shit is dead. And I got alter egos I go by. Also, Danny Darko and Gonzo.
Well, where's the Danny Darko? Does that do with your name? Why do you have
Danny
alter egos?
Darko? There's a movie called Donnie Darko, right? And it's crazy. It's like a time travel date, and that's like my exact birthday. I ain't gonna say it on here, but so I just want to make it, you know, blend in with my shit. I thought, you know, it would look good for an alter ego.
So that's definitely fire. So you got two different sides.
Yeah, and Gonzo is another alter ego, and that's based off of Hunter S. Thompson.
What's that? I never heard of that.
He's a writer. He's a journalist slash poet, bro. He like, you ever saw Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with Johnny Depp? That's Hunter S. Thompson. That's Gonzo right there.
Okay,
So
I gotta watch that.
yeah, check that out.
I gotta watch that. So, alright, so introduce the people to yourself. This is your first interview they're gonna see on YouTube, right? Tell them a little bit
It's
about
my first
yourself.
interview. Yeah.
Yeah, tell them a little bit about yourself for people who might not know background about you. They just hear your music.
All right. Well, I'm over 30 years old. I've been doing this shit a long time. My mom always had her records playing and shit on a little record player, and then I think it was like in '94, bro. Like, this is how I got into music. I was on the school bus, and that Biggie Juicy song came on.
Right.
And I didn't even know the fucking lyrics, bro. But I'm sitting there humming the words, like, yo, this is what I want to fucking.
Right.
This is what I want to
And
get
in
into, bro.
'94, I think Biggie was still alive because he died like '96, '97, right?
Yeah, he's still. That's
so
right when Juicy dropped,
yeah,
'94.
His prime, yep.
Yeah, so that's how I got into it, bro, and yeah, and that's pretty much about me, man. I just love music.
So I know, like, I don't want to be stereotypical, but you know, being a white kid in hip hop, you gotta prove yourself a little bit more, especially back in '94 with lyrics. Would you say it was hard for you to come out and say you was a rapper, or did people just accept you because they was fucking with you?
Yeah, people surprised at first, like, you can't rap, white boy. You know what I mean? And I just surprised them.
Right. So how were you able to take that negative concept and like use that as fuel to build your like?
Just my love for hip hop, bro. Like, I love this shit as much as you. You know what I mean? So
now, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, like, it's always gonna be like hip hop, always on that stereotype, which is nothing wrong, cause that separates you from everybody else. I always say, like, if you're an artist and you white in hip hop, that's already a key factor, cause a million rappers could sound like something and you could sound like the same thing, but you're gonna stand out more because of that. Like, you always gotta use that to your advantage, so ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I get Eminem comparisons all the time because I'm really lyrical, but my shit's a little different, bro. Like, I got stories to tell. Like, Eminem, he lied about a bunch of his stories. Bro. You ain't beat up your girlfriend, throw her in the trunk. You ain't do none of that shit, bro.
So, alright, so you say you feel Biggie Juicy influenced you to write, start making music and creating music.
Absolutely.
So how'd you go about, like, alright, you feel me, like, just influenced me, now I want to start taking this a little bit more serious. I gotta start writing, because you know, everybody, when you write it and you listen to a rapper, you probably gonna start to sound like them, or you gonna come off like them. How'd you go about, like, saying, alright, I was influenced by Biggie Juicy, but I don't want my records to sound like him. How'd you get to that point? And you're like,
shit, a few years later in '98, literally 4 years later, bro, listening to a lot of LOX back then, DMX, Corner Store had Nas, just all that.
New York had, for real, New York hip hop had.
Yeah, bro, yeah. Like, even Pac, like, I like them, but I don't like Pac more than Biggie, bro. I'm being honest.
Me personally, because I was born in '99, so I didn't get to experience Biggie or Tupac or none of that. You feel me? So I feel like those two legends was probably like, it was forced upon us, you feel me? Like, I had to respect it was already legends.
You gotta respect it.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that, you feel me? But you know how certain people, you don't know their catalogs and shit like that, so as you get older, you start to learn. I always felt Biggie was better than Tupac. Like,
when you look into it, I mean, depends what kind of music you want to listen to, though. Right. You know, he's Tupac's a poet. I see Biggie as like a jazz musician, bro. Like, that smooth, jazzy voice he got. So
you say how'd you go about finding your sound?
My sound, I just love that boom bap shit, bro. Like, I always got a story to tell, and I always got the right words for it. So that's how I found my sound, you know.
Was it easy for you writing at first, or did it take you a while?
I was always a writer. My freestyles were ass, bro. Back in the day, I'm alright now, but yeah, back then my shit was ass, and I was always more of a writer.
Like,
I read too, so I just love words, playing with words.
So in school, I know like you probably did have to do like a lot of essays and shit. Was you good at writing essays or like?
Yeah, I was, bro. Yeah, I mean that's what saved me because I hate math, bro. Like
right.
And sometimes earth science, all that shit.
I hated earth science, bro.
That's
like,
one of my most hated
bro,
subjects, bro.
Bro, I swear to God, I remember earth science. I used to struggle because I'm like, where the hell are you ever gonna use this in life, bro? And I'm 22 years old and still have yet to use
corrosion and all that.
Like,
we don't need that shit, bro. Yeah, so English and history like saved me. I love history.
Right.
I just that's how I found my sound, man. Just being very lyrical and delivering a message, and even other people's stories. I see what they go through, and I try to, talk about it.
So talk about being that kid. You feel me? You said '98 when you first started creating music and stuff like that.
The first time. Yeah, go ahead.
Talk about your first time in the studio, your first time writing a song and stuff like that. Like how?
Instead of the studio, we're gonna go to the first time I wrote a song. Okay. I heard. I think that Will Smith Miami song came out in '97, and I heard that shit. I was like, damn, this beat is fire, but his lyrics ain't that fire, right? So, and I knew this shit way back in '98 because I'm listening to other people at the time, like DMX, Nas, Rakim. So I'm like, yo, hold on, I like this beat. So I sat down, bro. I wrote like a whole song to that Miami song, and then my mom bought me a little cassette recorder from Salvation Army and shit, and I waited next to the radio for that song to come on. I pressed play and record at the same time, and I rapped over Will Smith shit.
Right.
And that was the first time I ever made the song. So that was like '98, '99, I can't remember, but it was one of them years. So after that, to get into the studio, bro, it was just home studios for me. Since I was young, bro, I just go to my homeboy's house, and they had the home studios. So my first actual real time is when I went to go do my first EP with Mike Denton and Chris Walter.
What was it called, if you don't mind sharing?
It's called The First Episode.
Oh, you got the CD still?
Yes, sir.
That's fire.
And it got 6 songs in there. You get at me for a physical copy if you want it, $6, or you can just stream it online, all platforms. Yeah, that's the first time I actually made a studio album. Cause usually, bro, I'm in the house,
right,
making music.
Right. So talk about alright, that was what was the project called again?
The First Episode.
The First Episode.
Yes,
What's
sir.
the meaning behind that name? The First Episode.
It's first episode of what y'all about to witness, bro. Like, I got so many projects just in mind, and this is like the first episode. Like you see a show on TV, like they gotta make it count. That first episode,
And what year did you drop that at?
That was 2019.
Oh, so you just recently dropped that, not too far. You feel me?
Yeah, prior to COVID,
What took you so long to drop? You say you've been rapping since like '98.
Yeah, but like I said, I always made mixtapes and then with home studios. I never paid. I never took it serious enough to like get my money up and go in the fucking studio,
right,
and do shit,
Right. So throughout the time, you feel me, you was rapping and shit like that, and you say you just not taking that shit 2019. What was you doing between those times that like what was your mind on during that time?
Making money, bro. Hustling, man. I was in and out of jail a lot. Boy, AJ know that. But yeah, and it was 2018 when I first actually got in there. I didn't release it till 2019.
Oh, so you wrote that in jail or something like that?
Yeah, I wrote most of my shit in there.
Right.
Then I got out and dropped it all, And
I heard you was a dancer too. That's what like I heard. Well, talk about your dancing, like being a boom bap rapper. Like you feel me? It's not too many times you hear people really dancing them, right? Boom bap rap. Talk about your dancing career.
All right, well, it started in high school, bro. Like my homeboys, they had a little dance group or whatever. Shout out Hero Gang, And I got into that shit and I loved it, bro. Right. And I almost forgot about how good I was at music because I loved it so much.
Word.
And then I got a job out in Cali at Oracle Arena where the Warriors playing.
Oh, about Saturday, that's still sound familiar.
Yeah. I went out there for that, and I also had to audition around the same time for this group called Academy of Villains. I didn't make the first audition, but I got out. I went and trained, came back. Like, I passed the second audition.
So, like, what type of dances was you doing?
It's like it's mainly choreography, but choreography through different styles. Like crump, breaking, locking, popping, all that shit. You just fuse it all together.
Well, what was the hardest part about like dancing? Because many times people are like, you either bored that time, and people make it look easy. But like, what's the hard part about dancing?
I'm gonna say honestly, bro, the hardest part about dancing is realizing it's not that hard. Like if you love it enough, you're gonna do the shit right. You know what I mean? And have fun, just have fun, bro. Like most people, they be nervous going into their first like class or audition, bro. just have fun.
Right, so you said it's all about fun.
Yeah, I was having fun.
So what else were you doing? Because I know you was going overseas and stuff like that. Tell me what was going on in your life. Because, for me, you said you started rapping 98. You didn't... My bad. You said you was rapping 98, but you didn't drop your first mixtape till 2019. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of shit you had going on. Like, tell the people a little bit about yourself. Like, what took so long? Like,
man, yeah, like I said, I was a knucklehead, bro, and I was trying to balance that with church. I even like went and got baptized and shit, but you know, as soon as I get out of church, I just get some bad ideas, bro, and do some bad shit. So, yeah, I was probably just making money.
That's life. That's life. We all made the same. You feel me? So like, I want to say this is life. You feel me? Certain shit you gotta make to better out your situation. As long as you got a good heart, I feel like can't nobody really judge you for real.
Yes, sir.
So talk about religion. You dissed a cult Manalo. You feel me?
Oh yeah, that's one of my songs off the upcoming album.
Right.
That's about a church that me and my family were a part of for a little while, and basically after a while I found out they were into like a lot of cult stuff that I wasn't down with, just very corrupt.
And exactly, as a man, you're able to question things. You feel you're just not following the trend.
I started to realize it was more of a corporation than a fucking church. You know, they care more about your attendance and your money more than your salvation.
So like with situations like that, like you know, I was born in a church. You feel me? But as I got older and stuff, it was like damn, like I feel like I don't need to go to church to praise God sometimes. You feel me?
I got a saying, bro. Like standing in the garage don't make you a car. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you don't got to be in church to be a man of God.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm. So how did people react to that? Because you said your family was a part of that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Most times, like I don't know disrespect to nobody, but most times older folks they don't really be understanding like where us young kids come from. We say like we don't got nothing against it, but we just don't agree with certain decisions because they've been built like they whole right to follow certain instructions and it just passes down family traditions. Yeah. So how did your family react to when they seen that song?
Well, my family, I'm the one that invited them to this church.
Oh, okay.
My family actually, they were parts of other churches. Like I said, we're just trying to find faith somewhere, you know. It's just like we can't never find it, you know. It's because of the conditions we just growing up in, and then, but yeah, when I left the church, my family didn't really care because they had already left by then too.
All right.
Like I already was telling them what was going on.
All right. So talk about, you said you brought your family there, right? You don't really hear that too often.
Exactly.
You don't hear that too often where like the kids bring their parents or their family to the church. What made you want to set out on the church? Because you know, like I don't know. I keep going back to me because I'm having a good conversation with you. But like,
yes, sir.
My parents was born Catholic. You feel me? So they probably learned that in Africa. They brought it to America. So like, what I had no shit to be Catholic. Even if I agree with the Muslim stuff, I never understood what was going on with them. I was born Catholic. I was raised Catholic. So this is why I understand. This is why I'm probably gonna pass on to my children. What made you say, you know what? Like as a kid, I'm gonna stand up and be like, let me change it. Cause that's something that's tough to question your parents about, especially and it's tough for your parents to accept that fact. I'm interested to know, especially when this is what they knew their whole life.
Basically, bro, like, my family and I was always going through some shit back then, and we needed something like an outlet, something positive, because it's, you know, there's a bunch of negativity around where we live, and that was it. I was just basically like, look, I found a new church. So far, it's cool, so come check it out. You know, I was just sharing what I thought was doing the right thing.
Right.
So that's pretty much it. Just inviting them to see if they like it and whatever.
That's definitely fine. It's good that you. One thing I learned about you, you're a leader right now. Like everything you do is like you make your decisions, how you gonna make it. You're not afraid to try new things. You feel me? And that's definitely fine. So talk about this boom bap rap. You feel me? You come back in 2019. Boom bap rap is not as popping as it was in '98, where you hear like the Nas and shit. You probably got like the drill songs going on right now.
Completely different world now, bro.
So what's your whole take on that?
My whole take on that, bro, is just, I mean, that new trap drill shit is for the youngins, bro. Like, that's their generation, you know. Just like boom bap was my generation. You know, you can't really hate on it because it sounds like they put less work into it than you do. Like at first, that's how I wanted to feel. Like yo, you made like a 1 minute song and that shit got 10 million views. You know what I mean? Like, it confused me at first, but I realized like, bro, they're young. It's their turn now, you know. So I just want to stay in my lane, and that's boom bap. But my boy here been telling me, you know, like branch out into, you know, different styles, drill, trap, you know, whatever. And I'm I'm interested.
How you feel about that? I think you could pull a boom bap rap on the trap type of song, on a drill type of song. It just gotta be like a little bit more catchy. You probably got to throw a little bit more hooks in that. How you feel about that?
Shit, doing some drill?
Yeah.
I would love to. I got one song that I did to a drill beat, but like you said, it still sound boom bap even to a drill beat. You know.
I seen guys like Benny the Butcher be able to pull it off. So I don't know why. Like I feel like people could pull it off type jump. How you feel about the whole upstate New York? Like you feel me? Like of course boom bap will have kind of like slowed down right now, but do you see like Griseldas and shit like that making it cool?
Shouts out to Griselda, man. Y'all keeping it alive because we got too many.
Especially
people
getting Buffalo right there.
And I mean, just for hip hop in general, Griselda's doing good things, man. Because people are forgetting, especially the youth. They're forgetting like where rap started, bro. And they're disrespecting legends. You know, out here like yo, fuck Pac, he ain't shit. Come on, bro, you can't be saying all that.
Right.
Like you gotta pay respect to the founding fathers, bro. Right. You know.
Now I always said with boom bap rap, that shit is always gonna last forever. Like Juicy is still gonna be
forever.
The music is timeless. Like you can play it anywhere. The music like I feel like my generation makes kind of what some of these artists make. It's pop right now and it's gonna be dead by tomorrow because it has no substance or meanings behind it.
And that's what I try to keep in my music: is substance, meaning, meaningful.
Right.
You know. Not just rapping for no reason.
Right,
I know a lot of motherfuckers out here rapping for no reason. Not gonna say no names.
People be just trying to get to that bad. You can't fault them. Everybody got one dream, that's to get rich for the most part.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So who are some people you listen to in your rotation? Like what's going on in your rotation?
Right now or like in general, like
all
time? All time shit. I'm gonna give you my real list, bro. We got Biggie, obviously, number one.
So he's still getting played to this day.
Yeah, Nas. I still fuck with Nas, DMX especially, you know, R.I.P. DMX, and Rakim, bro, and of course M.
Yo, no fun job. I always respect the Wu-Tang, but I never knew they music until I heard the Wu-Tang saga. That shit made me a big ass fan of them since then.
I was just about to say, as far as groups go, it would, my favorite is Wu-Tang, you know, Lox, and NWA, of course.
Oh, I see you don't got no West Coast.
Tribe too, you know.
I see you don't got no West Coast over there, bro. Talk about the verses though. The verses making history repeat. You feel me? You see Fat Joe versus Ja Rule. You see The Law versus Dipset. You feel me? You see how does that feel to see like alright?
That for a hip hop head like me, that's like the playground, bro. I'm just having so much fun to just witnessing, just being alive to witness that, bro. Like Jadakiss.
Oh yeah, he's snapping right now.
He took that whole verses, bro.
Sure.
I fuck with Dipset, but come on, bro. Like
he snapped. He woke him up. What verses would you say was your favorite one to watch, or was one like, damn, this mad head?
Shit, my favorite was the Lox versus Dipset. Yeah.
Nah, that's definitely fire. That's definitely fire. So, what you got coming up on like your next project? You feel me? I know you got an up and coming project on the way. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I got an LP coming out, and that's gonna be my first full studio album.
Right.
Okay, and I already dropped 11 songs for that and 2 videos.
Well, what you plan on calling this?
It's called the Illy Odyssey. Yeah, the Illy Odyssey. Basically, what it was based off, it's a modern adaptation to the Greek poet Homer, the Iliad and the Odyssey. Right. So I just mashed it all together in the ill part. I actually got that from Nas. You know, I'm not biting. I'm just saying I'm illing on that shit.
That's paying homage. It's all about paying homage.
Not just that, I'm illing on these songs. So you got to hear the shit I'm saying. You know, but that's basically it. It's just a modern adaptation. You know, I'm substituting the Greek gods with with the gods of our day, and the conflicts we have and the prophets we have to deal with, you know. So it's pretty much it. Yeah.
Talk about something. Do you have any features on there? Are you getting your beats produced by the same producers? How you go out finding the beats you gonna pick?
Honestly, bro, I got homies that send me beats, and I also hit up BeatStars. Shout out BeatStars. You know, they come in handy sometimes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's what I do for the beats. I just either homies send it to me, or I reach out, or you know, or BeatStars.
What about any features? You plan to have any features on it?
This album, not as of now, because the songs I got in mind, I mean, nobody really can relate to what I'm about to be saying. But you know, any other song, you know, that don't have to do with this project, I'm down for features.
How you feel about people like reaching out to you for collaborations? Are you open to doing that?
It all depends who you are, bro.
Right.
But I mean, I'm down.
Like, what if somebody reached out to you for me? Because I know you're not too much of a fan, like the trap shit, because you're more on a boot. Would you do a trap beat if somebody reached out to you?
Oh yeah, of course I would. Of course. I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I I just realized that's not my lane, bro.
Right.
And
Nah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people try shit and it's like, what the fuck was you even thinking about, bro?
and I don't want to be one of those people, you know. But
I also heard you be writing music for other people too. Talk about that, bro. Like,
yeah, I be writing, bro. I've written for people in Rochester all the way out to Cali, man, and I can't really talk about who or what I've written. Just to be honest, though, it's not fun for me.
Oh, it's not fun.
Because like every time I write for someone, it's like they deliver it wrong or they just don't do it the way I would have done it.
I was about to ask you that because I know as a writer, bro, somebody will reach out to you for like, yo, I need this type of concept for my song and shit.
Mm-hmm.
How you go about putting yourself in their mindset, like, and like, yo, let me write it.
I just ask them a few things, like what's it about? What's the song about, bro? And what have you been through? What is this person about? Is it about a good girl? Is it about
so as a writer, you gotta get to know the person a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta get to know a little bit, step in their shoes for a little bit.
Right. So would you say like? Well, you said the person or deliver is wrong, so you don't be in the studio when they're recording a song or whatever?
Well, no, I can either we can do it online, you can hit me up online and I'll write it for you, or I'll go in the studio about an hour before you get there, and by the time you're in there, boom, the shit's ready for you to go, so.
Okay.
That's the way.
Okay. So I know we had did a previous interview before that's never gonna be released, for me, just for the people to know. You had an Instagram account, right? But it got deleted. Talk about how many followers you had.
I had 13.2K followers, and to be honest, once I released that song, that called Manalo song, I think either they reported me a bunch of million times because there's like 3 million members in that motherfucker, or they just hacked me and deleted my shit. And I got some people at Facebook I was talking to, and they're telling me, look, man, like if they deleted your account, you can't get it back.
It's over.
But if they hacked it and they're still playing with it, you can get it back. But they end up telling me, yeah, it was deleted, so I can't. I got a new Instagram now, and you can follow me at the official DJM.
So you back on Instagram?
Yes, sir.
That's up. But yeah, my bad, bro. I wrapped it up too quick. I got 2 more questions for you, bro. What's in your goals and aspirations?
Well, number one is just to continue living a human experience, and sharing what I feel, what I hear, what I go through my music. You know what I mean? And besides that, I want to get to the point where I can do what I love for a living. So I want to make money off this shit. Like, I don't care about fame.
You just want to be able to make money off music.
But I understand it comes with the territory, and if it comes, it's whatever,
What other business ventures do you have though? As far as like, alright, you gonna get in the music game, you feel me? And music is gonna make you money, but it's only so long you gonna be like, alright, I gotta start doing something else to make an income. Do you got any clothing line you wanna start? You got? Like,
no, I ain't got no clothes. I ain't into fashion, like creating clothes and shit. But in Cali, bro, I sell a lot of weed, bro, legally. You know what I mean? And grow a lot of weed. So,
what's your favorite strand?
My favorite strain right now is Marathon OG, bro. My Nipsey Hussle shit.
Word.
Some fire, some kush. That shit's fire, bro.
So you lived in Cali, right?
I still live there, yeah. I'm just visiting.
Oh, you just visiting?
Yeah.
Talk about the difference between New York and Cali. Like, what do you like more? Like, what's more of your time?
I'm gonna tell you the biggest difference, bro. And I told this to someone in jail out there, bro. Like, the biggest difference, whether it comes to music or relationships, is out in New York, we ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, if we don't like you, we don't like you. Out in Cali, you don't know. You just don't know. Like, homie slap you up, and smile in your face, and then later, you getting shot up or something, But out here, you know when you got a problem with people right away. So I appreciate the honesty
in New York
and the loyalty more way out here,
I know in New York it's like everybody mean mugging. How were you able just in a Cali where everybody outside happy, smoking and shit like that? You be out there
it's more my lane. It's more mellow, bro, because I be rubbing elbows and shoulders out here and getting into trouble. Cali definitely gives me more space to be artistic, know.
Also, like you say you prefer being in a studio out there than in New York, would you say?
Just Rochester, bro. It depends who I'm working with, not where, I guess.
Oh yeah. I meant to ask you this question back earlier. You said you do a lot of songwriting, right, through the computer and stuff like that. You don't like when people like. You don't like the way people be delivering a song. Do you ever tell them, nah, that's not how I wanted it to come out? How you go about adjusting that?
Honestly, I don't hear the product until after it's done. So when I hear the shit on the radio, I'm like, that's not how it's supposed to be, I just hope they get the shit right, and that's why. And besides not getting it right, sometimes they switch a few words and just make the whole shit fumble. It just don't sound good.
Like say for instance, you know how you write a song and shit like that, and you don't like the way it was delivered. Do you ever be like, nah, I don't want my name attached to that. I want a song.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Obviously, I don't want the credits out.
You don't want the
actually,
credit?
yeah.
Nah, that shit funny because after you like, I have to create this fire ass song, and then they create some bullshit. You like, nah, I don't even want my song.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't want my name attached to that, bro.
Word. So what's your plan for 2022? What else you got going on, bro?
2022, bro. I'm about to drop this LP, a few more music videos, and my plan is to just get more connected. You know, like learn how to connect with other artists, cause I know how to sell weed, bro, but I don't know how to sell music, especially in the digital era. Like as you can see, bro, I still got physical copies of my shit, so I don't know how to do the digital thing. So I'm looking into getting some management, you know, to teach me.
Right.
Just become more aware on digital media and all that, you know.
I got a quick question, because you seem like a laid-back type of guy. I feel like you're kind of shy. You're not really talkative person. You just like to do with your craft and stuff like that. And it's music business. You got kind of stuff like an image. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta be in controversy news. Sometimes you gotta beef with rappers. Sometimes you gotta date somebody. Just to help push albums. So what's your whole take on that? Do you ever see yourself doing that, or like you just want to stick on your craft?
Shit, man.
Or even diss records, like Journey Locust came out dissing J. Cole and Don Q and them. That helped. I want to say that gave him a little boost to his career, because a lot of people might not know who he was. I didn't know who he was. Now they check and see who he was. Now that's how you pop. Or like the guys like Montana 300 got remixed every beat, or kill everybody in a beat or shit like that when you lyrical.
Okay, what I'm gonna say to that is, I wouldn't do no fake beef, bro. First of all, like if I got beef, it's gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna settle it through a diss song.
Right.
Like that's how I'm gonna do it.
Right.
I'm not gonna like fake fight with your girlfriend, or you know what I mean, like or fake beef with you, bro. If you got real beef, or beef in the street, that's okay. You got beef on the mic, I can see you there too, bro.
Right.
And that's how I do it, you know.
So you don't have no problem, like, okay, if it comes to diss track, we could then go back and forth.
Bro, I'm responding right away. Depends on who you are, though. You know? Some no name, not trying to get at me. I ain't gonna respond.
I know you grew up in the town of Rochester. You feel me? You grew up with a lot of artists. How do you feel like the town has shifted as far as musically? Like, who did you grow up with, and who you listen to in your rotation?
In Rochester, man, I've always fucked with my boy KO and Clip. R.I.P. Clip.
Yeah, I heard a Clip. Yeah.
And I went to high school with Class. And
that'd be cool if we ever see y'all in the song together.
Who, me and KO?
Class Murder.
Oh, Class, yeah, that'd be dope. But yeah, I was in homeroom with him, English class, and he called me Justin Timberlake, bro. Like, cause I danced, he didn't know that I rapped and shit.
Oh, so he ain't never got to hear you rap?
He didn't never know. I was like a little shy, to be honest, cause he was killing shit even back then.
Oh, he was rapping back then?
Yeah, he was killing shit even back then, so that made me a little,
a little motivation there.
I was just shy to rap, or share what I had going on. But I ain't shy no more, so
you probably just gotta reach out to him like, yo, Class, remember me, Justin Timberlake? And
he gonna remember. He just ain't gonna believe me. Like, oh, you rap too?
I'll check your shit out now, cause he cool though.
Yeah. And I know my boy Duper, shout out Hero Studios. And my boy, I was locked up with him, and now we free together, and we still on our music shit. My man Pierre McFlitter, and Free Stacks too.
Oh, I didn't even know why I didn't ask you that. Did you build it, like when you was a job, I know you was writing shit, did you build any connections as far as musically? Because I heard like...
Musically, yeah. My man Pierre McFlitter, we was locked up together for a minute. He from Rochester, bro.
Oh, from Rochester?
Yeah, he dope.
Oh, you was locked up in the county up here?
I was locked up in the county. I was locked up in fucking juvenile delinquent centers, bro. Just everywhere, Yeah, I met him in Westfall, though. I know y'all know what Westfall is.
But I just heard about that, because I don't know if you heard of Black G's. He was telling me the story about going out there and shit like that.
Yeah, so I met Pierre McFlitter out there. That ain't his real name, but that's his little stage name, but yeah. Yes, sir.
Nah, that's fine. This is my last couple questions I have for you, but again, let them know your social media and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube, Daniel DJM Martin, and get on my new Instagram, The Official DJM. And I'm on Facebook, just DJM.
Alright, and shout out BestsPointOfViewTV for the interview.
Shout out BestsPointOfViewTV for the interview.
Yeah.
Check it. Try it. trials and tribulations. I'm just trying to live my life, hoping I make the right decisions, cause I wanna live it right. I remember nights, no sleep, feeling weaker than 7 days. Now I'm using my clever ways to make sure my songs getting played. But these niggas doubt me, they think I'm not gonna make it. But soon I'm gonna be rich and happy, that girl getting naked. I promise you I'm the best, Supreme Nakshi. I'm on the rise, smoking dope and I'm getting high. Spirit, she floating to the sky. I wonder, is they gon' think I'm a joke because